Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. I'm back. Today is June 22nd. Today is Monday. Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message is when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. I should start with the tarot first, but no, let's start with the oracle cards, and then we'll clarify with the tarot. How about that? That sound good to y'all? Alright. It's 10:22 a.m. Did I already say that? Hey, y'all, don't forget to vote for your favorite chef. Alright? I appreciate it. I'll put the link in the, somewhere in there. Okay? And we'll do that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we'd love to have you here. Right? Click the subscribe button. Hype the video. Like the video. Donate to the video. And you can do that just by subscribing to the channel. You know, and hyping the video. That works. It's the energy, baby. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. Uh-oh. Somebody marrying for money. Alright, attaching yourself to individuals for stability, for their resources, so that you can obtain an image. What we got? Moving soon. Thank you. Next. So somebody could be moving on. Somebody could be moving as well. I see moving soon. Thank you. Next. Yeah, you're moving away from that kind of energy. You don't want to be bothered with anybody that only wants to attach themselves to you for what you can do for them, for the stability, for the leg up, for the, you know, for the fame, whatever it is, right? Yeah, bankrupt. Somebody could be trying to avoid going into bankruptcy because they broke. So be cautious of whoever this is. They could really dress up the outside to look as if they have some kind of stability going. This could be somebody that's living beyond their means. All right, take it how it resonates. I heard gold digger, male or female. Somebody that wants to ride your coattail, wants to suck up your energy, to raise their value. I heard. Wow. And you know, people like that usually when you allow them in your life, they get themselves in and around the people that you in your circle, right? And then they try to attach themselves to somebody in your circle. They do that, or yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they do that. Yep, somebody could have married for money and then left. You know, got what they wanted. Impersonator. Spirits are talking, you better listen. Want to be you, act like you, dress like you, copy you. Thank you. Next, an obsessive lover. Somebody that likes to love bomb and you know, try to be so supportive and, you know, make themselves, you know, attach themselves to you. They want to go out where you go. They want to wear what you wear. They want you to bring them around your friends. 2, 3, 4 could be significant. Okay. What's going on here? Yep. I think I picked up this energy in the last reading. Yeah, look at this shit. They're following you. They're looking you up. They're trying to get information on you. Who you dealing with, so they can connect to those people, researching you, studying you, getting the information. They really, really are. So listen, this is somebody you could have been uninterested in. It don't matter. A man can do that to a woman can do that shit to a man. Okay? Look. Getting your photos. Screenshots I'm hearing. So they could do their hair like you, your makeup, your clothes, whatever the fuck it is, right? They're an impersonator. Yeah, you're unfazed. You're not bothered by this energy. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, right? That's what I heard. Yeah. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. The 2 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You see it, you just ain't saying nothing. This is definitely something that you walked away from. Yeah, this is something you definitely moved on from. Yeah, you realize that this could even be family. All right, somebody you had a family with, a home with, a foundation, something, right? You was dealing with somebody that was only there for the for elevation, for the look. They weren't there. They didn't value lover. Yep. Somebody was a gold digger. It was your appearance, right? Your resources. How you do things, how you move. You know what I mean? What's going? Look, ooh, child. The Page of Cups, the Devil. The Knight of Wands. Ooh, child. Yes. Listen, yep. This was a firecracker here. This was nothing but the devil. This is the devil spawn. Yeah, y'all took a cup from the devil's spawn that somebody tried to attach themselves to you. But they was out here doing their thing, man. They really was. They were very immature. Very sexual. Could have been a lot of sex going on. Yeah, somebody looking you up, they think that they can come in again. Ooh, child, this is somebody you definitely, yes, it's a wrap, right? Listen. This is somebody that created a whole lot of illusions. A liar, ooh-wee. And promiscuous, they were very childish and risky with their, they were very sexually motivated. Thank you, Spirit. They were very much so, yeah. And somebody was trying to attach themselves. They did attach themselves to somebody. Ooh, the death card. Yes, sir. It's over. It's a wrap. This was not ordained. This was not an ordained situation. No, sir. This was somebody that tried to attach you to the devil. Somebody could have even tried to pull you away from your spirituality. That's the truth. Yeah. Somebody could have even tried to pull you away from your faith. Listen. You were not to build with this person. This was not harmonious. It was not. There was no loving. There was no nurturing. There was a lot of bullshit. A lot of, somebody was. I just keep picking up this very immature energy, very childish energy. Somebody that does not hold themselves accountable. Yep, they only came towards you for your stability, what you had, and the circles that you walk in, that you run in. They wanted people to look at them the way they look at you, your work. What else came out here? There you go. Queen of Cups. The illusion. Stop playing. They knew that you were loving, caring. You was a hard worker. You were very loyal. Right? People trusted you. Yes. And if people trust you and you're dealing with them, then people will trust them too. And not only were they infiltrating the people in your circle, they could have even tried to denounce you in your own environment, in your own community. You know what I mean? Like, try to tell people that you were fake. Look at that shit. Try to tell people you were fake. But if people think about it, right? Before this person came into your life, who the fuck were you? See, that's why people are so too easy to just listen to what people say. Yeah, this is somebody that's looking you up, but you're not even thinking. Listen, Yes, listen. That's all this was. Conflict, chaos, confusion. Having you in competition with other people, causing arguments between you and people that you've been solid with for how long? Forever, right? Yeah, this person created an illusion. And not only did they create the illusion, they also took on your energy, right? So now while you're in confusion and chaos, now they're trying to walk in your energy, you know what I mean? And now people are confused, you know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. You should know what you know. And if you see somebody that you love and care about that's going down in a wrong path and you don't say that, then shame on you. Especially when you see that they've connected themselves to somebody that's bringing them fucking down. Man, listen. Shame on you. Not to say get in anybody's business. Look at this. You know why? They were using them too. Now why? Why did you allow yourself to have somebody you don't fucking know have you attack somebody that you do know? Yeah, that's that bullshit. That's that bullshit. That's what that is. You seen everything. And because you didn't make, hold on. Yeah. I feel like, you had to really reevaluate, right? And especially when it came to the competition and the arguing, the fuss, the breakdown of relationships, right? People doing, look, the Seven of Swords. You know what I'm saying? It's like you had to really reevaluate and sit back and watch people. You hear me? Watch how people were fucking moving. You hear me? Because you knew that Two of Swords have people thinking, hang on. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's like you seen the deception, right? And somebody feels like they got away with something. And this could be somebody that's trying to come back into your life, collective. So take that how it resonates. This is somebody that was very toxic in your life, an illusionist, a master manipulator, okay? Somebody that really, listen. Nine of Swords. Somebody was very greedy. I'm getting greedy with this energy. Very greedy. Let me turn this down because it's distracting me. Give me some more on this Nine of Swords. Yeah, somebody was greedy. Yeah, somebody was greedy. I want to piece these together. There's a lot of swords out here. There was a lot of communication, a lot of doing shit behind your back. You hear me? There was a lot of connecting with other people. And then here comes the death card. This could have happened suddenly. Like you could have left suddenly, right? Because you're sitting here, you're not saying nothing, you're keeping to yourself. And it's like quietly just removing yourself. You're not saying nothing, not making no scenes, not saying little things. Oh, I'm leaving, I'm getting out. Nah, you just quietly close the door. That got somebody fucked up because somebody didn't think that you saw what was going on. Now somebody can't sleep because all they can think about is, damn, I wonder if they know this, I wonder if they know that, right? Because they feel exposed. What's going on here, Spirit? The Fool in reverse. Why'd I do that shit? Yep, the Star in the reverse. I didn't want to heal the situation. Yeah. Or you not healing the situation. You not taking that leap of faith. You don't feel like that this can be healed. That's the Eight of Cups energy. Right? This is the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. This is stability. Loyalty, friendship, communication, helping one another, supporting one another, right? Being there, building together. I think somebody thought that they had this shit in the bag. But what fucked them up is you didn't take that leap of faith. You didn't try to heal the situation. You're not going to try to heal that because it's dead. Spirit said dead on arrival. Damn it. Damn it. Dead on arrival. What's going on here, Spirit? Oh, no. We ain't gonna do it like that. Anything else, Spirit? What's this? The Queen of Swords. I said what I said. That's it. The Strength card. Right. Listen, you got this by yourself. Listen, this here. There's no rebuilding of this. No, sir. You're leaving that behind. You are leaving that behind. And there's some people that could feel left out because you left that behind. Because you're not rebuilding this tower. You're not putting yourself back in the tower. You said no thank you. That tower, you almost didn't think you was going to be able to get out of that shit. Woo, that's the truth, baby. Stop playing. Listen, this could be two separate people going through the same thing, because you got the king and the queen upside upright, and then you got these two, the queen and the king, in the reverse. Stop playing. yeah, that's what it could have been, right? But you wanna go out here and try to sabotage, your own person, your person's shit. The person that you initially went in to get a level up, then you try to destroy them once you got inside, and take over. Nah, that's not cool. That's greedy. That's selfishness. That's very selfish. And insecure. Hello, somebody was insecure. 4 of Pentacles. That's right. Keep whatever you got going on, you keeping that shit to yourself. The Hermit in the reverse. The King of Cups in the reverse. And you, the Queen of Cups, is already out here. Listen, this was not ordained. You hear me? Somebody doesn't see things in the way that they should be seen. Somebody could, somebody has very dark intuition, very dark thoughts, right? Somebody could not really believe in God. Somebody could believe in lower vibrational energy. The moon in the fucking reverse. Yeah. Somebody could just be very low vibrational, point blank period. They don't have any aspirations to do better, to put in any kind of work. It's like that's too slow for somebody to like sit still and work on yourself. Somebody would rather attach themselves to the next victim. But they couldn't reattach themselves to you. 5 and 2 is 7. 7 of Pentacles. 4. 6 of Pentacles. 6. Equal give and take. There was an imbalance here. That's why you had to hold back. You had to hold back your resources, hold back your money. Hold back, what you do for others, for people like this kind of energy, right? That's very selfish. And then the fact that they went around behind your back and tried to destroy your character like you don't know that shit. Yeah, that's that shit I'm talking about. That's why they're in the 9 of Swords, because they was really thinking that you was going to take a leap of faith and try to heal a situation, but you didn't. You walked away instead. That's what somebody was not expecting. And once you did that, then they realized you seen them. You peeped it. You know what I'm saying? You knew what was going on. Look, we got the Knight of Cups. Burdens. Yeah, somebody wants you to help them carry their burdens. You could have offered. Listen, the burdens got too heavy. Listen, you could have been carrying other people's burdens for a very long fucking time until you started to see shit for what it was. And that's when you made a decision. You were carrying their burdens, not your own. They weren't even trying to carry their burdens. You were. It was an imbalance. Thank you. You were carrying their burdens, helping them, supporting them. When bills need to be paid, you were the one that was helping. You know what I mean? When they needed to find out how to do something, you was the one that gave them the information. When they needed a ride or whatever the fuck, you was the one that showed up. Thank you, Spirit. Listen, yeah, until you realize that people were using you and then they was discarding you after they got what they wanted. Point blank period. Ace of Cups, come on now. That's yours. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, had you invested in this is the energy that you would have been in. That wasn't your blessing. That wasn't your destiny. This King of Pentacles wanted to take that from you. That pentacle in your hand, they wanted it for themselves. They wanted the blessings that the universe was bringing to you. And leave you in the high and dry. You hear me? Now, if this is vice versa, this could be a Queen of Pentacles that was trying to take your Ace of Pentacles from you. Right? They came in to see how you do things, how you make your money, how you create your stability. And then behind your fucking back, they would be talking shit about your personal business to people in your life that maybe things they didn't know or things you shared with them and shit. You know what I mean? trying to make you look bad in front of your fucking people and shit, and then they take on your characteristics. Get the fuck out of here. Excuse my French. Man, listen, I'm telling you, yeah, that's what they did. You moving away from this, right? Look at that. Nope, you took them swords out your back. Yeah, look, you took them swords out your back. You took them swords out your back, and this is where they're at now. Now they're on the outside looking in. That's what I'm hearing, because I did see that page of swords in the reverse. They ain't come out, but I seen them peeking, watching you. Child, Queen of Wands. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. The Magician. Look, shit. Look at you. Look at you. You out here creating, you turned your life around because the Magician is right on top of the Queen of Pentacles in the fucking reverse. You transmuted that shit when you walked away, when you stood in your power. There could be a Queen of Wands here, but I feel like this is you if we keeping it on just the singular and not the outside. Yeah, now you're sitting in your power. Yeah. You stood up for yourself, and you walked away, and you manifested, and you turned that shit around for yourself. Yeah, here he is. Look at, didn't I say that? And there's somebody that's trying to watch you, trying to peep, trying to see how they can get in, see where you're going. see where you're going. Where it look like you're going towards the King of Swords in the upright, right? Yeah, somebody just like yourself. Somebody has the same ambitions as yourself, right? Not that they have had to go through what you had to go through, but 9 times out of 10, they will be more compassionate and empathetic to your situation because they could have dealt with a similar situation, but the emotions are the fucking same. They ain't got no fucking skin color. They ain't got none of that shit. That emotions, energy, ain't got no picture. It's like the wind. It's like the wind. You feel that shit, but you don't know where it's coming from. Yeah. Somebody can't see how you're doing whatever you're doing, how you made this transition. They can't see it. They're trying to figure it. That's what they want. Somebody wants to come back in and see how you're doing what you're doing. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're impressed. Spirit said they are pressed and impressed. Okay? They're pressed and impressed. They are pressed and impressed. High Priestess. And that's justice. Yep. Keep them at bay, Spirit. Yep, Spirit. Your Spirit guys keeping them at bay. Yeah, they trying to get at you. And whatever they saying out there, that shit ain't even working. Listen, ain't none of it working. Somebody's in their feelings. I promise. It ain't working. Whatever they've been investing in to attack you or to send other people to attack you, your Spirit guys got it. They got it. It's blocked. It ain't even reaching you. Hello. All right, y'all. That's y'all's message. I'll see y'all. Y'all stay up. Deuces.